so much panic in the markets. We are now seeing Bitcoin and other altcoins start to rally. It felt like that was a local bottom with the sentiment that we saw on crypto Twitter and across YouTube, just the doom and gloom that we saw from anyone in the space. It was pretty rough. Altcoins got hit hard, but now I'm looking across the board. Now we're seeing big altcoins in the billions of dollars of market caps up 25, 30% today, and the rebound is real. So we're going to look at, are altcoins due to continue this recovery? Where is Bitcoin going to go in the short term? And what coins and what narratives would I be looking at for accumulation? Let's go ahead and switch over to the computer and let's dive into it. All right, so let's jump into it. Obviously, Bitcoin trading at about 105. We're seeing altcoins rebound, so we'll go over the market in depth here and go over my current thesis. But first and foremost, of course, like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more every day and every week here on the In The Game channel, bringing you all the alpha across gaming, AI, RWAs, meme coins, and more. And of course, a big shout out to all of our sponsors here on the channel. We couldn't do it without our sponsors: Moon Tropica, 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗀, we have Ledger, FOMO, as well as Medieval Empires. And I would have to say, like, Medieval Empires, if you are into strategy games, this is the one for you. There are not a lot of games set in this medieval time period in crypto utilizing the gameplay mechanics that Medieval Empires does. You can jump in, grow your village, do these types of things with your structures, but on top of that, you can earn the MEE token. Obviously, whenever I look at the MEE token, it is very undervalued by market cap. It has great supporters, great backing. They're partnered up with the likes of Polygon, Immutable, Beam, etc. And you can come in here, earn their token inside of the game. But not only that, you can see here, they do weekly tournaments and weekly leaderboards where they give out cash prizes. They actually just distributed last week's cash prizes today. And now you can see here their weekly leaderboard tournament. You can compete for 50,000 MEE rewards pool for the top 200 players, as well as NFT rewards. So go check out Medieval Empires down below in the description. Now let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. First of all, we all see Bitcoin up 12% on the 30-day, but zooming in closer, we were in the 90,000s just a few days ago, and people were so bearish. I mean, it was kind of ridiculous how down in the dumps people were being about Bitcoin and about crypto. And obviously Trump and Melania and a lot of meme coins sucked the liquidity out of the market, and it just became this kind of environment where, like, what was left for altcoins at that point in time? So we saw a little bit of a dip, but we're now seeing pro-crypto legislation. But more so, those types of fear events, guys, that usually marks a local bottom. Every single time, like clockwork, you can almost just gauge the sentiment. When people get that bearish, you could almost just bet that that is the bottom, or at least the local bottom of the market. But same kind of thing, when everyone's euphoric, their pants are off, alt season's here, this, that's typically a good time. Maybe you look at your alts, which ones are up quite a bit, and that's when you scale a little bit of profit out. It really does work quite simply like that. And when we look across the board, we have Acolyte, one of the top AI agent coins of this last couple of month time period, up 35%. We have Mantra Ohm up 26% and up 57% on the weekly charts. Now, I have been calling this out as my #1 RWA play. I also have been calling this out that I think it would flip Ondo in market cap. And I want to go over real quick. I think we have achieved that by circulating market cap. It sure has. So right now, Mantra Ohm is trading at a higher market cap circulating than Ondo. So Mantra has overtaken in the circulated market cap the top RWA token in the market. And this thing probably has so much more to go. I would not be surprised to see this coin at a $20 billion market cap, especially if RWA and real utility projects keep growing under Trump's administration. So great to see this, a big win for anyone who even just recently, as we started saying RWA, I think those coins are primed to pump. This has been a big win here. We see Hyperliquid up 20%. We have Agents AI up another 20%. I see comments about this one. I am very bullish on it. I still have a position in Agents AI. It was Cetify's first AI jam launch, and I think that this will continue to do well, especially if that AI agent narrative continues to heat up. We see Node AI, aka GPU, up 15%. We have Kip Protocol bouncing up 15%. So a lot of good stuff coming across the board here in altcoins. But what is really causing this? Obviously, you can't just go judge sentiment on the timeline and say, oh, everyone's bullish, short. oh, everyone's bearish, long. It doesn't exactly work that way. We had some pretty good catalysts. I tweeted this literally yesterday before this real pump started occurring, that alts are oversold. I really think it is time for a little bit of a pump. And we've seen a lot over the last 24 hours, really about 36 hours. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick unveils a plan to establish a Texas Bitcoin reserve. Also, Illinois is thinking to do the exact same thing. And if you think about it, one's very Republican and one is Democrat. So they're all converging together. They see Bitcoin as this future finance leverage protocol, whatever you want to call it in their mind. This is the universal currency that could also be that hedge against the dollar. So love to see that. We literally saw the Fed yesterday during FOMC coming through the door and saying banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers. So it's literally on the minds of the Fed. This is going to get pushed throughout the course of this bull market, more than we've ever seen in crypto's history. We also saw Trump Media to invest $250 million into crypto ETFs and SMAs. At the same exact time, Sheldon posted this one, the Bitcoin dominance chart. It keeps in this range, and if we were to severely break through this range, I would see that altcoins would start running. But I do more so agree with Elio here. This tweet really does hit the nail on the head of where also I kind of see why altcoins haven't pumped, right? The reason no alt season yet, he says, is Bitcoin holders have a much better reason to expect higher prices. Everything I just showed you is to do with Bitcoin, right? They're not talking about we're going to pump your low cap altcoins. They're talking about Bitcoin. So I completely understand why the Bitcoin bulls and the long-term Bitcoin people who maybe haven't shifted their liquidity down are still looking at the trend saying, look, we expect Bitcoin to continue rising. So until they feel the trend is overextended, they will not slam the rotation. When it happens, it will be generational. 10th inning super cycle. So and someone replies, we're running out of time. And he says, maybe you are, not me, right? So we're just looking across the board at narratives. Obviously, RWA is heating up quite a bit. We see Mantra just crushing it this week, up 57%. I think the most oversold niches are meme coins, gaming, and AI. Look, gaming, it goes without saying, guys. Beam's down 37% this month. Super's down 25% this month. I'm not oblivious to the fact that gaming coins right now are getting obliterated, but so are meme coins. And on top of that, some of the top AI agents of the last couple, months at this point in time have also gotten hit pretty hard, right? We say AI XBT, what a lot of people think to be one of the standard coins in AI agents, down 32% on the weekly time period. So those three narratives to me are extremely locally oversold. So we're going to run through each of these and the coins that I'm really eyeing for a rebound at this point in time, and especially ones that maybe haven't bounced back too strongly yet. That way we can secure some pretty good entries if this uptrend does continue. So let's just dive into it. First and foremost with gaming. And I understand gaming sentiment is rough. Like, nothing has been able to move the lever. We're going on a year since the last crypto gaming run. And I understand it's painful. Look, I hold a lot of crypto gaming projects, Super, Beam, Ronin Prime, Zentry, Zai, all these coins. But at the end of the day, we need a big catalyst that shifts us towards the mainstream, has a little bit of speculation baked into it, and just changes the narrative in general. To me, that still is off the grid, as we see here. Piers from Delphi Ventures says, there's a lot riding on off the grids. Token launch, indeed there is. And I loved this tweet from Hunter Solaire, a great follow on Twitter if you guys don't follow Hunter. But the most anticipated launch of this year for gaming, really, gaming could rely on this, because at this point in time, there's not a lot of forecast this year. There's off the grid Maple Story, Fableborn looks pretty good. We have Project O, we have Avalon, AI and gaming integration. Those are the ones that really could move the lever forward and maybe cause a gaming catalyst. But I think everyone's really looking at off the grid, and this is the one that if it succeeds, as we see here, pre-TGE NFTs pump, select AVAX token, causes an AVAX ecosystem run. Interest in gaming tokens and L1 tokens jumps. New investment rounds will start opening, and funding's going to start flying if this does well. And then exchanges open up to listing more games. Right now, exchanges are fixated on listing AI agents. 2 months ago, they were fixated on listing meme coins. The gaming cycle could be around the corner for that, but if it does poorly, look, fundraising is going to be down bad in gaming. Teams are going to start running out of capital and capitulating. Dead announced today they are closing their doors. Like, unbelievable. They raised an astronomical amount of money just to close their doors. So look, a lot of the gaming market is going to ride on off the grid. So going forward, I'm really heavy into the protocols. You guys know that. But at the same time, I'm making smaller bets on AI and gaming integrations. As we see here, Yu-Gi-Oh, formerly Today the Game, work in progress, their Launchpad UI. As you can see here, you can actually put together your own AI and it generates a full-blown character. And they've been building in the AI niche for quite some time. So this is definitely one to keep your eyes on. This is not their main token, but this is their AI agent token, Limbo, sitting at $20 million market cap. I would not be surprised to see this continue on an uptrend. This has done very well so far, and I do think that Limbo, given the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh's partnered up with Virtuals, they're moving the ecosystem forward, and especially in the AI niche at a rapid pace. So gaming and AI integration, I love the Limbo token at $20 million market cap. And look, I'm going to go over, you guys know I love Super, Beam, Prime, Ronin, all those. I talk about those quite consistently. But if you want some up-and-coming plays, I do like Limbo quite a bit at this market cap. And then on top of that, guys, Prime. This is the most slept-on thing in AI right now. And I'm starting to see big brain AI investors finally start to catch on. Not only do they have an upcoming AI game called Parallel Colony, they've also been working on that for quite some time. There's only 11,000 people that are aware that you can earn 40% of the upcoming prompt token. I think what could be one of the biggest AI launches of 2024 by simply cashing your Prime, which is means staking it for a long-term time period. So generational opportunity at your fingertips. What side of history do you want to be remembered for? So look, I think Echelon Prime at $10 is number one, a great DCA, but number two, I'm cashing majority of my Prime at this point in time. I want my share of that airdrop of the prompt token. So I think AI and gaming, this is the way to look in that direction. We have Altura. I think it's sitting at about 10 cents right now. We got in over the course of the bear around 2 cents, but they're leaning into AI. You can create, mint, and launch collections in record time with Altura Intelligence's AI asset engine, as well as they have immediately started building on Abstract. So their tool set has become much more rapid. And at one point in time, it felt like Altura was, kind of trying to figure out exactly how they can keep up pace with the market. But now Altura has figured out exactly how to ship quickly and how to ship quality. Like, they're immediately adapting to these new narratives, to these new chains, now sitting at $100 million market cap. I think new all-time highs this cycle are definitely possible from about $500 million market cap or so. So I would expect Altura to continue running. And I do think this is a very slept-on play in the gaming, as well as you can see the AI space. Next one I want to talk about is Wilder World. We see Wilder World going through its most significant transformation ever, rolling out the economy, scaling up industries, moving everything on chain, launching the metaverse. And I think it is the best metaverse play in the entire, sector. But on top of that, once again, economically productive AI agents. So the economy around you in this metaverse is going to be adaptable via AI agents, which I absolutely love. They're going to have their own chain. They're going to maximize on-chain virtual trading. Wilder World has everything it takes to be a successful game. Like, I'm very heavy on ecos, but at the same time, I'm making bets on games, stuff like Wilder World, Moon Tropica, etc. So this is definitely one that is in my portfolio. And I think at these prices, this thing consistently, when it runs, goes right back to $1. So 40 cents here at a $150 million circulating market cap. I think that's a very good play. And let's just go filter here by market cap. If I'm looking at gaming here, other than the ones that I talk about quite consistently, I'd maybe be looking at stuff, obviously Zentry. I get a lot of questions about Vulcan Forge. I do still like Vulcan Forge. The token just seems to move slower with the market than some of these other new incumbents. And nowadays, guys, there's so many tokens in the market that it's hard to justify exactly which ones you want to have in your portfolio, right? So let's move on to RWA as we're just hovering over one here. We have Lingo, $48 million market cap. Nice little recovery today, up 7% on the daily. And this is one of the few coins leaning into strength. We see Mantra running, and if that money starts filtering into lower market cap RWA plays, Lingo is up on the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. There's really only a couple coins on this entire list that can say they're up on the daily, weekly, and the monthly when altcoins got hit so hard over the course of this month. So Lingo, as far as a low market cap RWA play, I definitely love. Moving on to AI, because I do think AI is still the in narrative. This is the narrative right now that people are most focused on, has the most attention span. And I think, number one, Virtuals is way oversold. Virtuals is where all of these AI agents are incubated. They migrate. It's basically the pump fund of AI agents. I think Virtuals at 1.3 billion, way oversold. This is a buy for me, down 50% on the monthly chart. That is a no-brainer buy, in my opinion. We have AI 16Z down 60% over the course of the month. I mean, I would not be surprised to see this bounce back over $1 billion in the near to short term. So AI 16Z, AI XBT down 30% this week. That's another one that is an easy buy position, in my opinion. Those are the three main agent plays that I'd look at. And then Agents AI, like I mentioned at the early start of this video. And then my three core mid-cap plays, humans, GPU, and neural AI. I still have massive conviction in all three of those. And then moving on to meme coins. Aside from the Mogs and the Bretts and the ones I really hold long term, I think it's absolutely crazy just how much strength MLG shows at any given point in time. This right here has been a great onboarding mechanism. FaZe Banks and a bunch of gamers and like internet streamers, celebrity types of personalities are bringing MLG to the forefront and was bringing on a lot of new people into crypto. It's definitely programmed for hire. We see Banks here. I'm ready to argue with anyone on the planet as to why MLG is far away the most undervalued meme, culture, crypto gaming, and crypto asset. And if you're like, well, this is not a crypto gaming coin. This thing's a meme coin, Hustle. How could this be a crypto gaming coin? Well, it's the Major League Gaming coin. Anyone for gaming culture, you know what that is. But number two, Solana meme coin teases a play to earn mechanic where you can buy MLG while playing zombies. So they actually do have some gaming mechanisms coming to it. And it's fun. It's not taking itself too seriously. And I think that's another flaw of crypto gaming so far, is all these projects act like they're the next Fortnite or whatever the thing is. They're not. Like, it just keep it real. No one's going to knock off Fortnite in this industry, but we can sure make a dent and show that the economic model works whenever that formula is, more found. So to me, I like the fact that MLG is culture, meme, gaming all in one, and it's not taking itself too seriously. It's leaning into the degen side, and it has crazy support on the outset. So I love Solana, meme coin, MLG. And then Calvin. Look, Calvin has been one of the strongest holds during this time at a low market cap because, this thing has fluctuated. We gave it to you here on this channel at $1 million. We also have been calling it all the way up. But during the Trump turmoil, it went from about 6 or 8 million down to about 3 million. It got hit hard because a lot of money moved out of it. Now the money is filtering back in. We just did a huge airdrop today for our TTOO NFT holders. Over $60,000 distributed in this coin to our loyal community. And that's why we're able to get airdrops like this, because our community is loyal. So if you're looking for a community that has alpha as well as access and airdrops, you can check out TTOO down below in the description. So guys, that's going to be it for today. That's what I'm looking at. I'm definitely entrenched in gaming. I'm looking at my RWAs. That is the narrative that I think is still springboarding and could be that next rotation. But on top of that, AI, meme coins, I'm well allocated across the board. And look, I'm going to do a video soon about things I've rotated out of, because I think that's very important, right? Like, this climate of market shows which coins are not strongholds. And the next video I do, I will go over some coins that I cut out of my portfolio. So guys, As always, like the video down below, subscribe to the channel for more, and I will see you guys on the next one. Let's pray for the continuation of the bull market as well. As always, play well, my friends, and stay bullish, my friends.